good people, man? It's Neil back with another video. Now this video is about accountability, okay? So this year I've made a lot of mistakes. Mistakes I'm not proud of, mistakes I'm not fond of, mistakes I wish I could take back, decisions I wish I could take back, decisions in the heat of the moment that I wish that I never made, and quite frankly I'm humiliated with my own behaviour this year. I've made some vital errors that have cost me dearly. And I want to apologise to anybody who these decisions or errors have affected directly, because I'm a lot better than what I've portrayed. I'm not going to go into the tangibles about why I did it, because that's not the point here. The point is, never let emotion drive you, okay? Never let emotion drive you, because when you let emotion drive you, loads of mistakes follow. And that's what I've done. So to a certain extent, I'm a hypocrite to a certain extent, because I preach on my channel about not letting emotion drive you, and that's exactly what I did numerous times. Emotion is the enemy, guys. Okay, emotion is an enemy. Never let it drive you. And I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Nobody in on planet Earth is perfect. We all make mistakes. We all say and do things we don't mean. We all say things in the heat of the moment, or after an event, and respond how we feel accordingly at that time. And when the dust settles, you think, oh man, why did I do that? Have you ever had that feeling, guys, where you're like, why did I do that? Why did I say that? What a fucking idiot I am. Why have I done that? And then, especially online, because I'm a YouTuber, people remember you for these. So I have the issue now where people remember me for mistakes, which is my fault. It's nobody's fault. It's my fault. And I've learned from them. It's like 2025 has been a disaster. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I'm not gonna try and befuddle you with, oh, this happened in my personal life and that's an excuse, or this happened in my personal life and that's an excuse. Because the reality is, guys, nothing's ever an excuse. You're always conscious for what you're doing. I don't care who you are. You're always conscious of the decisions you're making. And it's only when you backtrack and try and blame other things that you're just trying to worm your way out of it and avoid accountability. Well, you know what? I'm going to take accountability for 2025, because I've made some absolute catastrophic decisions, and I'm not going to blame nothing. I'm going to blame myself, because if I blame something else other than myself, I'm avoiding accountability. I'm avoiding taking responsibility. I'm avoiding trying to correct the misjudged or misguided decisions that I've made, and therefore I'm not going to learn. So to anybody on YouTube that I've ever affected with my behaviour, I apologise, and this is sincere. I really do apologise. And there's something else that I need to say. Sometimes I can come across as maybe a know-it-all, or maybe I know this and you don't know that, and it really isn't. It really isn't that, because I want to tell you a little story, guys. Okay. I went to the doctors about 7 years ago, and again, I won't bore you with the details, but long story short, I've basically turned into a rescuer, okay? So I see people in need, or I see people in trouble, and my nature thinks that I can rescue them. Even though I can't, my nature will, it's like I'm Superman or a superhero. It's not reality, okay? I try helping everybody, but it's not always the right thing to do. And I turned into a bit of a rescuer. And along the way, I think I've took on more jobs than I can handle. I think I've took on more responsibility that I could take. And I think I feel sometimes that it's my responsibility to try and educate people, and I put too much weight on my own shoulders, and I shouldn't do, because it's not my responsibility to do that. Although I do feel it's a responsibility to help others if you can. And I do apologise. Yes, I do have a lot of knowledge, but so does other people. Yes, I know things others don't, but so do other people. And not in any way am I special. Not in any way do I think I'm better than anybody. Not in any way am I trying to put anybody down in a derogatory manner. I do respect everybody on here. We're all at different levels. We're all on different paths, but we're all trying to get to the same place, and that's home. So I've been Neo. Watch out for the videos that are coming. I'm going to start explaining things to you guys properly, instead of doing half bits here and half bits there. So I'm leaving bits out, because I've recognised that I don't really explain things properly. And sometimes I can get frustrated because people don't understand, but that's my own doing for not explaining things properly. So I've had one of those moments where for the past week I've been looking in the mirror and I've been looking at myself, and I don't necessarily like the person looking back. I don't necessarily agree with the person looking back, and I want to change the person looking back because I want the person that I had before. So peace, love and blessings to everybody. I've been Neo. Watch out for my next video. Thank you.